a win against the Saints, but were made to wait. And there's a man who still definitely can. And the Reds stay top as the competition goes pop. In FPL, take heed. I'm not going to surrender my lead. The good, the bad, and the ugly at Liverpool FC podcast for game week number 12. Brought to you by the LFC file. Roll the intro, Mo. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for the latest episode of the Good, the Bad, and the Ugly at Liverpool FC podcast, brought to you by the LFC file and myself, Mr. Denby Spencer Benjamin Green. There you go, that's a whole mouthful for you. Thanks for joining. As always, it's much appreciated. As usual, if the content floats your boat, remember to like, subscribe, press the notification bell, etc., all that good stuff. And let's continue to grow the community. Thanks for the new subscribers that have joined over the last couple of weeks. Much appreciated. Some have joined as a result of the FOCO UK get me teeth in, FOCO UK giveaway, which I'll be making the draw for later. That was on what do you call it? Not Twitter, X is called now, isn't it? Yeah, was on there. So look out for that later, and look out for the said post, and do what needs to be done if you want to be considered late on in the draw. And of course, we have the FPL update later on in the show, and a Movember update as well. Very good news there. Yes, without further ado, let's get things underway with the good. And the good this week is going to be none other than Liverpool's hard-earned, hard-fought, well-deserved 3-2 win over Southampton yesterday at St Mary's in the Premier League, of course. Yes, very interesting result. It was a very tough game, but Szoboszlai put Liverpool ahead after some good pressing in the Southampton box. Which was a very welcome lead and very deserved lead, I have to say, although Southampton did give a good account of themselves, and the Saints duly equalised through a penalty, bit of sloppy play there from Van Dijk. But anyway, there's a penalty given for a tackle just on the edge of the box, but it was deemed inside the box, and Armstrong duly tucked that away for the Saints. Second half, well, bit tricky really. Liverpool fell behind to, I think his name Fernandez, wasn't it? He scored. And then it was kind of uphill after that. But cometh the hour, cometh the man, of course, and cometh the Mo. And he scored on 65 minutes, I think it was, with about half an hour to go. Quite a fortuitous goal, but fortune favours the brave, as they say. And through Liverpool's pressing and relentless attacking, they found a way past Southampton's. I think they kind of had a back five, even back six at some point. It looks as though they really had a very solid back line there. But there was a ball over the top from Gravenberch, and Mo was able to run onto that and kind of get a touch, and that touch was enough to take it past McCarthy and into the goal. And then a handball from one of the Southampton defenders gave Liverpool a penalty with about 5 minutes left, I think. And Mr. Salah was able to tuck that away neatly, as he usually does. So, yeah, it's a very enthralling game. Good one for the neutral. Liverpool, I think, deserved their win overall, but Southampton can count themselves unlucky, I think. But I think, yeah, I would say Liverpool were that bit too strong for them in the end. And it's one of these things, the bottom teams, a lot of the time they're quite unlucky. I think McCarthy was unlucky to concede the first goal, or to sort of make the mistake, let's say, for the first goal. But c'est la vie, Liverpool got the 3 points. And we say no more. Here's the standard. Giuseppe Muro here with his headline, and a half-naked Mo Salah. Southampton 2, Liverpool 3. Mo Salah double sends Reds 8 points clear at the top of the Premier League. 8 points were top, but definitely not home and dry. Arne Slot said in his post-match yesterday, He pointed out that Arsenal were 8 points clear I think it must have been April last season as well, and they still flipping lost to City, threw it away. Unfortunate, Mr. Saka there, didn't he? Missed a penalty against I can't remember who, and I think that was a pivotal moment in their season when everything just went peak-tong after that. So Liverpool still have a lot of football to play. We're only on 12 games. We know what Man City are like. We know Arsenal are pretty good as well on their day. Tottenham, they're still in the mix. They gave City a bit of a hiding on Saturday. So yeah, it's not over yet. There's still a few twists and turns and ups and downs and highs and lows to come, I'm sure. Moving swiftly on to the not bad. And for the not bad this week, I've just got a piece that I saw in the Mail the other day, and this headline from Lewis Steele, where he refers to Mo Salah there and the importance he has to the team. Once in a generation, Mohamed Salah is still the main man at Liverpool after his heroics against Southampton, and proved again why the Reds must break the bank to keep hold of him, writes Lewis Steele. It will be interesting to see what Liverpool do with Mo Salah. It seems as if they do want to offer him a contract, but he seems to want, as I understood it last I read, was a couple of years extension, and I think they only want to give him one. There's always an exception to the rule, and I hope it's going to be Mr. Salah, because he was very quiet in the game yesterday. They've done a good job of marshalling him. And still he was able to latch onto a ball, and then there you go. We're back on level terms, and as well with the penalty, he has missed one or two, but if you give this guy a chance from the spot, he's more than likely going to put it away. I hope the club are able to reach an agreement with him. I don't hold out much hope, actually. Both he and possibly Mr. Alexander-Arnold could be playing their football elsewhere next season. I want to be proved wrong. I don't mind eating a bit of humble pie. We see how this all pans out, but it's a very interesting situation. I think Mo Salah said as well, didn't he? At one point, he said, "This is my last season at the club," and I mean, he's playing as if it's his first, to be fair to him. So I would like to see Liverpool arrange something. Yeah, let's see how this pans out. And that brings us swiftly on to the ugly this week. And for the ugly, I've got this headline in the Echo here. By Mark Wakefield. He says an asteroid strike. National media react as Man City nightmare comes to Liverpool. Seems a bit odd. Mark Wakefield goes through the various reactions to Man City's dismal run of form at the moment. And one he's quoted here, which is Sam Wallace for the Telegraph. November 12th, 2022, 2 goals by Ivan Toney were able to give Brentford a win against Man City. That was the last time they lost at the Etihad. And then he goes on to say that was an asteroid strike of a home defeat for City. And the last 2 years have been a testament to their consistency. Yet Saturday evening was different. Guardiola started out from under the rain at the worst run, from under the rain at the worst run of his epic coaching career. And yes, it's interesting to see how they will react against Liverpool when the two teams meet on Sunday in the late kickoff. So that's going to be probably a bit of let's see. I was going to say a bit of a tight game, but usually these games are known as well for the high scores. So there's been a couple of 2-3-0s and stuff. Yeah, I can't wait for this one. Yes, bring it on. On that note, we move on to the point of the podcast where we look at the exploits of FC Akia Salfish for Fantasy Premier League game week number 12. And you can see I've got 53 points against an average of 45. Not bad going there. Half of those, I have to admit, has been contributed by one man, Mr. Mo Salah, with 26 points. Kelleher also got 7, which is not bad. He saved a penalty there. So I think despite conceding two, he's actually made a decent return. And Gabriel could be a lot worse. To be fair, I think I've done okay. On to the league situation on the Dusseldorf Super League. I retain my first place and I have more points than merely mortals who are behind me in second, who got 48 this week. So I do not intend to relinquish my lead anytime soon, to be told. Yeah, that's looking so far so good. Hopefully, I can maintain this pace on the League of Kings 20146667. Got more than Here We Go, who are on first, but Vultures have got a couple of points on me this week and remain they're 12 points behind me on 627 against my 639, and they're closer to me than I am to Here We Go. So I have to be mindful there. The heat is on, but I continue to do my best. Yes, yeah. We have an interesting few weeks coming up, especially with the festive period upon us. So I need to keep a good eye on the old stats there and see who I want to bring in. I think the Man City at the moment are the weakest link, and maybe this is a bad time to get rid of them, seeing as they're playing Liverpool on Sunday. Yeah, it's a tough one. I have a look at the fixtures and see who else I fancy as a bit more dead certs for keeping clean sheets and what have you next week. So, yeah, this is all right. I can't complain too much. It's I think most people have been scoring around the 40-50 mark this week, and I think it's mainly because Man City have played so poorly. To be fair, yes, all's well in the garden of FPL. And finally, before we go, I just want to give a quick update here on the Movember situation. And as you can see on my personal target there, I've got an extra 15 euros. I hope I can do a little bit more towards the target before the month end. Let's see. But where the team is concerned, that seems to be going great guns. 925 euros against the target of 750. So very happy with that. Remember, the links are down in the description below. So please do make a donation if you can manage that before the turn of the month. Even afterwards, if you want, still counts. That will be greatly appreciated. And one last point, as it being Black Friday, there are a number of Black Friday deals with the FOCO UK website. You can see on my shopping page on the LFC file, there are a number of bargains to be had on the Liverpool gear. So please do pop along. I think it's around 15-20% off, so it's not bad. Please have a look and see if there's anything that tickles your fancy, so to speak. And on that note, I will wrap it up there, ladies and gents. Thanks very much for stopping by. It's been super duper appreciated, as always. As always, I can't say that enough. And remember to like, subscribe, press the notification bell, tell your mates, your friends, your fam, your colleagues. Get a sandwich board if you can, walk up and down the high street. Maybe that's not going to work. But anyway, spread the word and look after yourselves and look after each other. I think the weather's going to be a little bit warmer now. It's freezing last week. And until the next time, take care and peace. ULFC.